Welcome all you Libras to your monthly reading for the month of April, and we're going to be looking into the heart chakra this month, asking how can we open ourselves more to love. And we've been stepping through the chakras starting at the beginning of the year. We start off with the root chakra, and here we are in month number 4 already. Can't believe it's April, but we of course are into the heart chakra at this point. We're also beginning, of course, our new rotation through the zodiac signs. You know, the month of April, we're Aries, and we will go all the way through to Pisces all over again. And what a great way to start our new solar annual year than to start with the heart. So I love this. Also, what's great is our ancestors really wanted to be a part of this reading. So we're going to start off by pulling a card here from this Angels and Ancestors Oracle. And this is just going to represent what our ancestors, the Creator, Spirit, what they would like us to know about this adventure in April regarding opening up more to love. So for our Libras, ancestors, Creator, Spirit, what would you like them to know about this love adventure, opening up more to love, please? Okay, actually, they do want this one right there. Do you have warrior, be fearless and stand strong? Could be a love warrior. All right, so let me grab this real quick. And the message from this warrior is don't back down. Make your opinions heard. Don't settle for second best. That's great advice for opening ourselves up more to love, right? Not being afraid of opening up, sharing what you're wanting. It doesn't mean you're going to get it, but sharing it helps you understand it. And sometimes even speaking it, you're like, I don't really want that. Why did I say that, right? But don't settle for second best either. Don't give up your desires for what you want in love. And that is, you know, romantic relationships, but it's also family, friends, work, even fur babies and feather babies, right? And it says a warrior is anyone who's ready and willing to know themselves and do what needs to be done in order to get where they want to be. In this deck, the warrior embodies fierce, primal love. No way. The warrior within, the energy you can call on to protect yourself. Even if you don't think you love yourself, if you're exposed to a situation that could be harmful or dangerous, the steps you take to protect yourself are in fact acts of fierce love. Although the warrior in this card is surrounded by darkness, he is of the light. The warrior within is made of the light and has the capacity to shine even more brightly when facing darkness head on. If you're experiencing fear at this time, know that this means whatever is going on is important to you. Whenever you feel fear, you're on the verge of something big, perhaps a massive breakthrough that's going to really help you move forward. If you have a situation on your hands where you have to face someone or something that's been unsettling you, know that you are being guided to call upon your inner warrior. Don't falter and don't be frightened because you have the energy to protect yourself now and at all times. Wow, that is a very powerful message of not being afraid of the love that's inside you, of asking again for what you want, standing up for what you want. And a warrior doesn't wait around and, you know, sit and go, oh, love will come to me and, you know, right? The warrior is a hero. The warrior is active. The warrior is strong, and it goes after what it wants in life. And so this pursuit of love is this wonderful message here. We're, of course, going to dig in deeper. We're going to pull from the tarot, and what I do each month is I take the major arcana from the 4 suits of the minor arcana, and the major arcana represent like this card. I'll talk about the minor arcana here in a moment. but the major arcana is like this. Like, what is the overall energy that your ancestors, the creator and spirit, want you to know about this month? And this deck, this tarot deck, is the ancestral path tarot because, like we said, your ancestors wanted to be involved in this and to bring you wonderful messages. So, ancestors, creator spirit, what else do you have for our Libras regarding the month of April and opening up more to love? Okay, right there. Yeah, you have the Star. So definitely this is about hope. This is about finding this, that this is you. You are this brightness, like it talked about in here. You're a bright warrior. You're a bright star. You are not a supporting role in your life. You are the star of your life. You don't have to have the back seat and have, I love it, they're saying that you don't have to have a part in your life with no lines to say. You get to be the star of your show. And I love this because this is like the Aquarian energy. The Aquarian energy brings these two vessels here, which are like the Ace of Cups, that they're chalice. They bring the living waters to the world. And that's the unconditional love essence of the creator of all things. And it's pouring out both onto land and also into the water. And the land represents your mind or your physical world. And the water represents your emotions and your spiritual world. So this is the love that is pouring out. That love from the higher realms is pouring out into this, into your life because of this. So this is perfect and, beautiful combination here. You are a bright light. You are a star. And we're going to look into the four suits of the minor arcana, which do represent the four areas of your human existence here, your human experiences here. And we're going to start off with the fire element, which normally is the wands in the standard tarot. This particular deck calls them the staves or staves, and it just represents your drive, your ambition, your aha inspiration, your passion, but also represents your spiritual energy and your overall energy. So for this reading, these cards, we're just going to be telling you from your ancestors and the creator and spirit what your energetic or spiritual journey is going to look like for the month of April. So for our Libras, what would you like them to know? Okay, I want that one right there. And you got the Nine of Staves, the Nine of Wands. Think of the nines like the Hermit card in the Major Arcana, which is all about the inner search, the inner journey, maybe is a good word. In this case, this is finding your inner energy, your inner spiritual energy. It is also, like with this being a hope card, this also is a perseverance card, but it comes from within, not from the outside. So it's like you find this energy, you find this beautiful awareness from within, not from the outside. So there is this inner awareness that's happening for this month. We're also going to pull an oracle card from the Return of Spirit deck for this, just to see what else they want you to know about your spiritual adventure or energetic adventure. Just give us a couple, and they want one more. All right, so what else for our Libras? What else do you want them to know? Okay, there we go. Yep, manifest. This is like the Magician card. Look at that. Bam! All that energy, that beautiful, beautiful energy, the promise, right? So let me just put this over here. And Cheryl Lee Harnish, who is the creator of these cards in the book, of course, this little book, she says things so well, and I do want to read from this card for you. Energetically, everything is falling into place. You are coming into a high point where you will find you are able to easily manifest the people, things, and situations you need to carry you forward on your journey. The energy of manifestation is a creative force, and right now it is in full flow for you. Stay focused on where you want to go in your life and how you want to feel. And I'm going to re-say that because they are emphasizing you in here. Stay focused on where you want to go in your life and how you want to feel, because this is all about standing up for you. Don't worry about the details of what you think life should look like. The universe is infinitely wiser than we are with our human point of view. Just know and trust that things will come to you in perfect order and in perfect time. We don't manifest anything that is not part of our soul's plan. So while you may not win a lottery, you can expect to experience abundance and ease while these energies are here. This is a great time to play with and learn about the order of manifesting. While you will notice that most of what is manifested is done by the higher self, a smaller portion will be manifested by your conscious mind. Explore it fully and have fun with it. Anything can be manifested at this time, so do not limit your potential. Your soul knows no limits. You are a creator, and you're able to naturally turn energy into physical manifestation. You can use this power of manifestation to help you gain understanding about your purpose, to help connect you to the right people or organizations, or even aid you in gaining the financial resources you require. Really, the sky is the limit with this one. Enjoy it while it lasts. Hold in mind that it wasn't intended that you use your ability to manifest for yourself only. You can also use this to help others who may not be able to help themselves right now. Love it. That's so perfect, especially it's all about energy and how you can manifest, and you find this for you, right? So perfect. And where this is your energy and spiritualness, we're going to talk about your mind and your emotions, which all those are internal. We're moving into the earth element next, which is all about your outer experience. It's normally the Pentacles suit in the Standard Tarot. Here they call it the Sacred Circles. But these are the people that are on stage with you, the props on stage, even your own body. It's all the stuff that's going on outside of you. And this is what your ancestor spirit and the creator want you to know about your external experience during the month of April. So, for our Libras, what would you like them to know? Okay, they do want these two. And you've got the Five of Sacred Circles. Now, the Five of Sacred Circles, fives are this changing in the way you perceive things. And the Sacred Circles, in this case, is how you perceive your worth. And there is this change that happens. Normally, you would see like someone walking in front of a big stained glass window, like they're outside a church, and it is the winter time, and one person has a crutch with a wounded leg, and the other person, I think, has like a wounded head, and they're both barefoot, and there's this beginning of the energies that you feel with it are like a feeling of lack, a feeling of abandonment, of not being helped, and there's this energy about it that when you're looking out into the outside world for that, for your abundance, for your assistance, for your help, for your sustenance, that we are disappointed, we do feel abandoned, we do feel out in the cold. But there's usually like this stained glass window with the Five Pentacles in it with light kind of shining through it, right? Which is this awareness that comes that people are just the shipping company or the delivery man. Everything we need does come from source. It comes from the creator, comes from the universe. It is unlimited. It has resources out the kazoo, endless, but humans sometimes are the ones that bring it to us. They're just the shipping company. So this transformation comes in your worth and your worthiness to receive, because from the creator, they love us unconditionally. we have nothing we need to do to earn it, and they want to bring us our sustenance. They want to bring us everything that we need in our lives. That's where this manifestation comes from too, is the belief that you deserve it, and this transformation that happens in your outside world because of that. Yeah, and you have the 6 of sacred circles, which this is about giving and receiving. I call it the codependent relationship awareness card. And basically what it is, it shows us about our worth in that too. All the sacred circles, the pentacles is about our outside world and how we use it to define our worth, right? And enablers and codependent relationships have this core belief somewhere that I'm no one unless I'm able to give something to someone, because if I can't, they're just going to end up leaving me and going to someone else that will give them something that they want. But if I can't give, then I'm not worthy to be around, right? And so we'll enter into this relationship as 2 adults, but it quickly, with an enabler in a codependent relationship, it becomes parent-child, where we're the mama bird, the mama or daddy bird, and we make them the baby bird, and like, we feed you, no, you don't give to us, we only give to you. And so we teach them to only receive from us, because it scares us to death if they give to us, because that means we're in the danger of them leaving us to go somewhere else, because if they're giving to us, they're not needing us to give to them in that moment, right? So we give and we give and we give, and it doesn't give back because we teach it not to give, and we give and we give until we're exhausted. We give and we give and we give until we're resentful, right? And so that's where we end up in that scenario. And little baby bird is like, well, I want to give too, and if you won't let me give to you, I'll give out here. And so if it's like a romantic relationship, they might have an affair. Or any type of relationship, they might just pour themselves into their work and become a workaholic because they're getting praise back for what they're giving, right? Or maybe they might just start working out a lot, or they might find a hobby, or they might invest their energy into their friends. But you see how it's all going out that way. And it explains a lot about what ends up in codependent relationships. We're like, oh, so now we see what happens. But this awareness comes of like, oh, wow. So when, like with that 5 of sacred circles, or the 5 of pentacles, we're becoming more understanding that I am worthy of receiving. And in that, this transformation happens, right? That deserving of receiving, and the giving and receiving becomes this beautiful act of, oh, I fill up within, the inner side, this inner journey here. And then everyone gets my overflow. Whether people give to me or not, doesn't matter. Whether they allow me to give to them or not, don't matter, because that's not how I'm defining myself any longer. And we're going to pull a card here from this Clarity deck, which is from this great company called Girls Gone Happy. And I just love that name of that company, Girls Gone Happy. So what else would you like our Libras to know about their external experience, during the month of April? And you have a silence. And that says, where is there just too much noise right now? How can you bring more silence into the space where you're questioning? What feelings and associations do you have around silence that need to be worked on too? So yeah, if I said silence and you're like, oh, no, that's a silent treatment. But the noise in your head, the chaotic noise that's going on, where can that change? And then you also have the storyteller. What story do you tell yourself about this area of your life? Where does that story originate, and what meaning do you make of this? So some great contemplative questions here as you look into this area of your life, especially around how you can open yourself up more to love. Where is this love and this giving and receiving? What are the stories that you're telling yourself? And with this silence, especially like with being alone, why are you afraid to be alone? What does that mean to you? What are you afraid of? but it's in the silence, away from the chaotic noise and all that, that you're going to find this wonderful awareness. And then we move into your element, which is the air element, which is the sword suit. And this is all about the mind. So this is your thoughts, your beliefs, your mindsets, your attitudes, your expectations. It's just your mental adventure, what they want you to know about your mental experience, your mental adventure during the month of April. So for our Libras, what would you like them to know about their mental adventure, please? Okay. You have the Two of Swords. And this is great for you because you are the balancer, you're the scale, so you understand the two sides of things. And these are the two sides, these are two places of where your thoughts and your beliefs come from. You have one, which is the human side of the world, your human that's rooted in fight or flight, the fear-based world, our ego, all the supposed to be, should be's, need to be, have to be's, the expectations that are rooted in the popular opinions of what the world says things are supposed to be. And then you can see the little moon up here. And so this sword over here represents the other thoughts and beliefs, which are the capital T truths of the higher realm, that you get when you connect to this higher self of yours. Every thought and belief is either of conditional love or the fear of losing conditional love or unconditional love. And so there's this awareness that there's these two places that you have truths, those untrue truths, the smaller T truths of the human existence, and the capital T truths, those higher truths of the higher realm. And so they are having this awareness come from, and like all these stories and the stuff and these beliefs, those would be the small T truths, until you see the brightness and the lightness of things, which is the higher truths. We're also going to pull an oracle card here from the numerology guidance cards. And this is just going to be what else they want you to know about your mental journey here. But this awareness of the two places of your thoughts. So what else for our Libras? This is nothing new for you. I mean, the mind is where you live and breathe, and it's been your journey since birth, right? Yeah, teaching and learning. So definitely, this has all been about this learning experience for you during this time, especially this warrior. I love how it's all about standing up for you and what you truly want. And this teaching and learning experience for you really is, I know for a lot of my earlier life, I was doing out of fear what everyone else wanted to do because I didn't want to choose the wrong thing. I didn't want people angry. I wanted people to be happy with me. So I never knew what kind of movie I liked, what kind of food I liked. I just did what everyone else wanted to do and never had an opinion about it because I didn't want the wrong one. Well, at a certain point in my life, I was like going through this recreation piece, right? And I had to, it's almost like, someone going through a stroke and you have to relearn everything. I had to learn kind of for the first time, what movie did I like? I went buy movies by myself and I went and tried different ones. And I was like, okay, I don't like that kind. I kind of like that kind. Oh, I really like this kind. And I started developing what I wanted in my life, understanding who I was, what kind of food I really liked, what restaurants I preferred, and learning to speak up for yourself. Not in a rude way, like, no, this is what I want to do. It's like, hey, yeah, we did that last time. Hey, what do you think about trying this? I'd really like to try that restaurant, or let's try going to that movie or something, right? So it's really having this inner strength, understanding who you are, and really starting to stand up for yourself. So this card indicates a time of significant learning and growth, when the wisdom you will gain will be of great benefit to others, too. There's much potential for you to teach what you've experienced. In fact, your life lessons are just as valuable as your academic knowledge. Therefore, every trial and tribulation can help you be of service to the world. This card encourages you to have faith in your ability to teach, because teaching is simply passing on to others information they didn't already know. You probably already do this by sharing the lessons you've learned and the discoveries you've made with your colleagues, your family members, your children, or friends. So please don't underestimate the importance of what you have to say. This is a time to investigate new opportunities or areas of study to expand your existing wisdom. The more you learn, the more you have to teach, which serves your greater good and the greater good of all. If there's something you would like to teach, then set the intention, manifest it, and do it. Perfect. Yes, so you have so much to share. And I love, especially with you learning to stand up for yourself and speak your truth, you also allow others to stand up and speak their truth and talk about their needs and their wants too. Where so many people are shy and afraid to speak up, you are able to teach people that. I love it. Which moves us into the final suit, which is of water element, which is cups suit. And this represents our emotions, of course, so our emotional adventure for the month of April. What would your ancestors, the Creator and Spirit, like you to know about your emotional adventure in April? Okay, there it is. Right, yep, and you have the Ace of Cups, the chalice, the Holy Grail. This is the unconditional love of the Creator of all things that flows down and fills you up and then overflows out to the world. So we're talking about that with this sacred circles with the Six of Pentacles there, about the giving and receiving. You fill up with that love from the inside out. So you definitely, this is the journey. This is the source of your strength here, because when you are strong from the inside out, you don't need all that. You don't need anyone else adding to this, because you have it all. So you're not influenced by everyone else's, what we would look at as shortcomings before, how you're disappointing in me and not giving me the love I want. Now it's like, I don't need anything else. I mean, anything anyone gives is extra, because I have everything I need coming from above and filling me up like that. Because we had the five of sacred circles, the Five of Pentacles. The source of all things is our Creator. They fill us up, right? Then the final card for this deck is going to come from the Power of Surrender cards. And since it's the final card, it can be additional information on your emotional experience. But we're going to let it be a wild card too, and just be whatever else the ancestors, the Creator, Spirit, what would they have for you to know for the month of April regarding how you can open up more to love. All right, so what's your final message for our Libras, please? Okay, there we go. Yep. So surrender unhealthy relationships. Let go of relationships that don't serve you, including unavailable or toxic people. You deserve to be treasured by others and to be surrounded by positive people. Boom, drop the mic. That is perfect. Yes, you get to choose. You don't have to wait for them to leave you or let go of you, because they eventually will, right? Unavailable people, toxic people eventually will let go of you, but you get to let go of them. You don't have to wait till the end. Again, you're the star of the show. You get to have the lines. You get to speak up. You get to be the action, person in that action movie doing the action instead. So you don't have to wait anymore. It's a different story to tell than you've been telling before. So beautiful, Libra. I love this for you. If you are wanting even more additional messages of love from above, in addition to these monthly readings, I also put out free weekly energy updates by each of the elements like air signs, fire signs, etc. Also new moon and full moon readings and a variety of other videos throughout the month. So if you don't want to miss out on any of those messages and be notified immediately when they become available, if you give this video a little thumbs up and click the like button, also click the subscribe button, and then you'll have access to this notification bell. And if you go in there, you can select all, and then you'll be notified of any new videos that come out for this channel. Also, doing those things helps spread the love, because when you like a video, share a video, comment on a video, or subscribe to a channel, doing any of those things just makes the YouTube algorithm so excited and wants to share the videos on that channel with other people as well. So if you feel inspired to do any of those things, I am grateful for that. Also, these are general readings. If you want even more specific information for your specific life, I do offer personal readings, and all that information is listed in the description box below. All right, Libras, as you go throughout each and every second of every day of your life, please know that you are truly unconditionally loved by the Creator of all things. And of course, I love you too. Have an amazing April. I'm sure I'll be talking to you very soon. But in the meantime, hang in there and you take care.